My name is Elliot.
I feel like every time I see Via Ferrata play live, I hear some shit that sounds unlike anything I've ever heard before.
No complaints.
The first time I met Gordy and Jimbo was as an audience member. I went to the first ever Via Ferrata show. I saw their performance first and then I met them. And as I had more opportunities to spend time with them through like people we knew in common, we became very close friends, and now I count them among my closest friends. Jimbo is a voracious person.
I'm just trying to be true to me right now.
Your destination is on the left.
Oh, get fucked. How can I help you?
He's always listening to a ton of music, reading tons of books, befriending everyone under the sun. He is an avid consumer, and in that sense, I think he has this voraciousness about him. He's always eager.
If you poke it, it will shoot boiling hot oil onto your hand.
Is that real?
Yes, that's a boiling oil beetle.
Boiling oil beetle.
Yeah, so don't like squeeze it or disturb it. It will hurt you.
Gordy's just sick. He's just sick and twisted. Like, if Jimbo has this voracious energy, Gordy has this, like, evil desire. That's the only way I can put it.
I like to twist knobs and push buttons, and plus, I like music.
Via Ferrata is a byproduct of my closest and longest lasting friendship.
Jimbo's great. Jimbo's like a little, I don't know, like, okay, so you ever seen Doctor Who?
So these 3 tracks, that is the metronome.
There's this episode where they show up and there's this like ball that's terrorizing people.
That's the CPU fucking up.
It's like a little fucking, you know.
Okay, The Void is, I would call it a digital magazine run by our friend Haley Steinkamp.
Thanks, guys.
She is a journalist.
Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you.
She interviews people in the Kalamazoo music scene, documents their work, and then shares it with her growing internet audience. And you know, that all costs money, so she did a fundraiser which will help to keep The Void going. The fundraiser was intended to be outside at her house. That's how it went until some neighbors were pissed about us being too loud and called the cops a few times. Ultimately, threats of an expensive citation kind of foiled the plan a little bit, so we moved to the basement, which is cool. That did require us to clean the whole basement, but luckily we had a large enough team of volunteers.
And if we could have some hands moving a bunch of shit around in the basement, that would be awesome.
Find a way to incorporate all this junk.
Gordy and I set up, and that was one of those where we hadn't seen each other or talked about the set at all. Sometimes we never talk. Sometimes we just sit down with instruments and then we just play. And it's just like speaking. We just communicate on top of each other. It's just a lot of sound. We just make sound.